Please welcome to the studio. We absolutely love her, Cloro.
Hello, people.
Let's talk about Stan Lee passing away.
Stan Lee's death is very impactful for people because he's a Capricorn. Any Capricorn sun, their death impacts society in a way that it would not impact others because they attract power. They're people that are leaders. So their death signifies the end of an era. And that is kind of what happened right now, if you think about it, because he did leave on a legacy.
Oh, he has a huge, it's going to go on forever.
But now it's like, okay, whose new imagination is going to come in and step into the picture and try to do what Stan Lee did? I did his birth chart, of course, and his Venus was in Scorpio, which means he craved a lot of meaningful experiences. And that is what his work was all about. It had to be a meaningful experience. Everything had to be intense. And if it did not impact him and affect him, he didn't want to do it. His moon was in Taurus, so he was the kind of person that could also manifest anything that he really wanted. So like I said, I wanted to create a world, all of these comic books, this and that, on these superheroes, and they actually happened. Something that people, when he was a child, probably talked about, and people were like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You probably saw the digital world in a way that other people did not back then, but he didn't know how to express it. Capricorns out there, they're ruled by Saturn, which is the god of time. He's the master of all lessons, and that is what Stan Lee did. He taught us so many lessons.
I ask you real quick, Cloro, before we get to these other phone calls, about 1111.
That is a pattern and a signal. It's energy coming through the universe, and it's opening a portal where fate and opportunity meet. Okay, so for us, see 1111 as like this only happens twice, during the day, a couple times during the year. But outside linear time, 1111 doesn't exist as one number. It's always existing. We need to remember that 1111 is a power that's going to always be there for us. So whenever you see that number, know that is you being told, I'm on a path. Whatever I'm doing right now, I'm being divinely guided.
And I know it sounds bad because of all the tragedy that happened in New York, but I would have great days when I would look down at my watch and see 11. Knew whatever I was going out for, I would get that day, and I see it all the time.
It's funny, this morning I woke up and I literally read a passage that said 911 is a number that you are being divinely guided by all of your guides.
Can I tell you a story? I booked a flight home to New Jersey yesterday, and it leaves at 9:11.
This is weird.
3 stories here right now.
I know.
3.
I read it this morning.
Yep.
That's been my number, and
I just booked that flight.
We are connected.
I had a question about Mercury retrograde, because people always kind of joke around about it. Happen every month?
No, it happens different times in the year. This year specifically, it happened 3 times. Mercury is the planet of communications. So what this means is it's going to distort your thinking. You might have complicated times with business, car problems, all that kind of stuff. The thing that people get themselves lost in is the fact that we've heard that so many times, Mercury's in retrograde. But you know what? Venus was in retrograde, and Mars was in retrograde, and so was Uranus. What this is specifically saying is, I have to make sure that right now I speak from my heart and not from the clutter of my mind.
Let's go to the phones here. Wait a minute. So let me get this right, Rita. And I love you, but you called a tarot card reader about your dog not going to the restaurant.
Training is difficult. You know what? Cloro is here to help.
Rita, I don't even know if Cloro can help on this.
Oh, Cloro can always help.
Okay, Cloro, is there anything you can do for this? I don't even know if this is a normal question.
Let's try it. When's your dog's birthday?
I love that you're really trying to read a dog.
I am. I love
It's
everyone.
got a soul and a spirit.
Exactly.
Right? Oh my goodness.
So this is what I would say. Your dog is very, very independent and has his own mind. So you have to realize that your dog is a trickster because it's a little Gemini. So you have to be a little tricky too.
It's a Gemini.
We have dogs and people all day long on the Michael Yo show.
All right,
That was a new one.
Let's go to the phone.